the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 86. Joining me, as always, we have Daniel Navaroli.
Welcome to the show.
Also, Steven Sims.
I am here. I was thinking of really quirky and witty.
That was
are you like presently here, like mentally?
No, never, never, ever. I was listening to the show and
our
today.
show.
Yeah, like I don't often do it, but I was like, I'll listen to it. And I don't want to blow smoke up our asses, but like we got something good going on here. Like I enjoy it. Like I feel like we're funny. I feel like we have good conversations. And I feel like you guys like Star Wars a bit too much.
That's
Star
true.
Wars Visions is awesome.
The last part is like the only thing I'll agree with you on. I do like Star Wars way too much. Yeah, we've been doing this quite a while now, boys. 86 episodes.
In a row as well.
A lot.
I haven't missed a week.
No, we refuse to miss a week. We'll never miss a week. But boys, it's been another busy week in the world of video games. So I'm real busy. I'm really liking the doc today. A lot of fun.
It picked up this week. There was just this in these past few days.
Yeah, we had the direct, a couple acquisitions, some TV video game news. We're gonna get into all this shit, starting with the Nintendo Direct happened last week, Thursday. What'd you guys think? I'm gonna go over it, but
yeah, it overall, I think it was a pretty just okay show. I think that they really could have cut out a lot of it. I think it was 40 minutes. I think it was a little too long. I think they probably could have maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and it could have been a tighter show. There's a few announcements. I know we did the little predictions thing last episode. I got what I wanted at the end of the day. So we'll get into
which one did you want?
Bayonetta 3, of course.
Oh, that's what you wanted the mostly.
Yeah. I've been waiting for that game for 4 years since they announced it. So
me too. It's been a while with that game. Sims, what do you think of the Direct?
I think it was decent. Like I was pleasantly surprised with the N64 stuff. I was pleasantly surprised that we seen some Bayonetta. They did the usual stick of like, there's the games that are coming out this year. Metroid Dread looks great. I'm really excited for Metroid Dread. I'm really excited for Super Mario. Strangely enough, like my kids really, we as a family we like to sit down on a Sunday sometimes and play some Super Mario. And I think this could be DLC. I don't think it needed another re-release, a release of another Mario Party. I think this could have just been tacked onto the one that we've got now. But hey ho, Nintendo will do what Nintendo does best. I'm trying to think if we got to run through the show, but I was really happy with the N64 stuff. I was happy with the Bayonetta stuff. I'm not fussed about Splatoon, but I'm sure there's a whole big wide range of fans that are really excited for that. And I was all round, I think it was decent. I like long shows, even if it is just a bunch of filler. Like I don't know. It's good stuff for me. I enjoy that kind of stuff. That's just for me. But yeah, all round great. And my computer keeps saying it stopped the virus. I don't know why.
Good job, computer. Stop that virus. Oh yeah, I think I'm a bit higher on it than you two. Even I thought it was great. The few surprises in here. I think just more stuff for me in here than there is in a typical Nintendo Direct. A lot of times I don't vibe with a lot of Nintendo franchises. But this one, the Kirby game looks fucking sick to me. N64 stuff I'm super excited for, and then Bayonetta 3 at the end. Can't wait. All right, let's go over it. Get in here. What did we start off with? I had to find a recap site that did it in order, and that's always so difficult.
I put one in here that I think that they just kind of have stuff, but you can, if you found something else, you can.
I did find one that did it in order. Websites, video game websites. Put your shit in order. All right. Don't start with Bayonetta 3. That's not how the Direct went. Don't do that. Kotaku, I'm looking at you. All right.
Yeah, they don't do very much right. So
yeah. First up, Monster Hunter Rise got some new DLC called Sunbreak. Sims, did you ever start this game?
What was it? Sorry.
Rise.
Monster Hunter Rise.
No, we never bothered in the end.
You had to think what it was.
Yeah, sorry. I've just seen what we were talking about a minute ago, and it's like £4.
What, the DLC?
No,
what were we talking about?
the game before the show. We were talking about Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen on GOG.
Oh yeah,
The 1996
which you're
classic.
very excited for.
£4. I was expecting £25.
That's a steal.
I'm so excited. I might just leave and play that.
Damn, all right. Don't do
No,
that.
we never played it. I think what were we doing at the time? But when was this? March it came out. April, March?
It was when we had Rahul on. If you remember when Rahul was on, he came on like the week before, or it was coming out the same week.
Yeah,
something like that.
it was just before my birthday, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Is your birthday in March?
No, it's in I don't know. No, I never got it. But DLC always a good time.
Good time. Yeah, it seems like a pretty big one too, not just a throwaway DLC type thing. Daniel, no interest in this game, I assume.
I mean, I haven't even played Rise. If I really wanted to play one, it might be World. Like I dipped into World. I just don't like how the game's set up, and I would need to play it co-op, and I just don't know anyone that plays it. So
I'm with you. I don't know. Monster Hunter scares me.
I think it's cool that people want to play it, but it just seems like an MMO light that I just don't want to play.
Sure. Next up, we got some more Mario Party Superstars. Coming out this fall sometime, right? I think
That's soon.
October. Yeah,
Soon.
end of October-ish. Yeah, just another trailer for this. Looks cool. Daniel, I know you're a big Mario Party guy.
I like it a lot. I haven't played every single one. We did, I think it was sometime last year, we did like everything to do in the last one. We technically rolled credits on that game, which you have to do everything in the game pretty much to do that. So I'm interested. You need to play this with people. You cannot really play it by yourself with just bots. It's just not fun.
Yeah, I was about to. I have no friends and no loved ones, so no one will ever play Mario Party with me. So not for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I live in a cave by myself. Same as you got kids and a family. You guys gonna play Mario Party?
100%. Yeah. As I just mentioned, like this is, it's just more. And I think Mario Party. I think after a couple of weeks of playing it together, you kind of like you learn how the game kind of works as well. Like there is some kind of certain bullshit to the game where like you've never truly won until you've actually like finished the game because it just gives you them stars
bonus star,
which is bullshit.
Honestly, or even the what do they call them, the allies or whatever you get in this new one, they broke the game. You could just rack up allies and then you could just blitz through the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's right.
Crazy. Hopefully, I don't know. Do we know if they're allies in this version, Sims?
It doesn't say. It's like, is it like let's say a remix of like all the older courses? I think
definitely the courses, but
hits. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not. It didn't say.
Yeah, I wonder if they're. I would like to know if they'll be back.
Next up, a new card-based game by Square Enix called Voice of Cards: The Isle of Dragon Wars got announced. Daniel.
Yoko Taro as well.
This is all you, right?
So it's not even just a card game. It's a Yoko Taro card game. So Yoko Taro of Nier fame.
Okay. Oh, this is the guy that made Nier.
The Nier guy.
That guy. Okay.
After they did the remake of Replicant earlier this year, he said that he wanted to do a small project next, and then kind of maybe look at the future for Nier probably. So this is his next game coming out really soon too. I'm curious about it. I don't know if I want to.
I was gonna say, does that make you excited?
It does that Yoko Taro is working on it, but man, I guess I need to see more of this game, like reviews and maybe some previews or something. But I don't know.
That's cool though. I didn't know that. Like that's awesome. He's stepping aside and making something completely different.
Mm-hmm. It definitely they're definitely getting a lot out of the game. Like there's just simple drawings for the characters, and then you're using a little thing to move around, and everything is made with cards, like the map and stuff. Seems interesting.
Next up, Disco Elysium, the final cut, got shown off for Nintendo Switch. I forget if we got a release date for this on Switch. I know it also just got a release date on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
October something, like 8th or something. Yeah, it's very soon. So Disco Elysium Final Cut, finally coming to the other consoles
It did not look as good.
later this year.
I would not recommend. Yeah, I would not recommend playing it on Switch.
Yeah, I don't know how long that game gets, but I suppose it could be pretty good for on the go.
I mean, I think it's like 20 hours or something.
Okay. That's not super long then.
Yeah.
Next up, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity got another expansion pass. Coming out October 29th. Sims, did you end up checking this one out? Can't remember if any of us did.
Sorry, what?
Did you end up checking out Hyrule Warriors?
No, it's the whole Dynasty Warriors never really. I played it as a kid.
Doesn't do it for you.
It's always, Dynasty Warriors were always them games of like they were like £5, and Mum said I could have £5 to buy a video game, and it was either Dynasty Warrior 4, 5, 6, FIFA, and Dynasty Warriors. So I bought.
I'm sorry to harp on this, but man, that really bothers me the way you say Dynasty.
Dynasty.
Dynasty. Dynasty. I don't know. Maybe it's different over there, but man, did that just grind my gears when you kept saying that.
Your brain melted when he said that.
Jesus. It's okay, Sims. We understand England is a weird, far away foreign place.
You're a weird, far away foreign place.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
Okay, next up. This is a big one, guys. Chocobo Grand Prix got announced. A Final Fantasy kart racer that doesn't have any Final Fantasy characters except Chocobos.
That's Final Fantasy characters.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, did you not watch
those
the
guys
trailer?
were just made up no, honestly, I remember watching that trailer and I was just like, are these just made up characters besides the Chocobos?
They're characters.
Are you telling me like Cloud's in this and shit?
I don't. They didn't show him. He might be.
I don't understand why it's not just a Final Fantasy kart.
The reason why I know is because I noticed 2 characters from Final Fantasy 9 in it. There was the dude. Okay. There was the dude in the armor, and then there was the mage. They were both there. And I guess that there was another one of these games like 20 years ago or something.
Wait, really?
Yeah, this is not the first one. There was another one of these games.
This looked like a terrible kart racer. Like this looked horrible. I remember there's this game that came out a few years ago called Bears Can't Drift, and it was just a cheap $10 kart racer, and I had a great time with it. It was horrible, but I had a great time with it. So maybe this will end up being like that somewhat.
This gave me the Nickelodeon.
I'm not paying full price for this.
This gave me that Nickelodeon kart vibes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
I'm always down for more kart racers, but man, make them good. You know. Sims, any interest?
I thought it looked alright. I was like, this looks decent. I got very bored. I thought it looked fun. Like I expected it to be one of those out today, and I was like next year. I was like, okay, yeah.
Way to hype that one up, guys.
Strange one.
Sims, I meant to add, does my mic sound okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to do this in the middle of the show.
I think so.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure.
It doesn't bother me until later, so don't worry about it.
Until later? Yeah. Until after we watch the episode. Then it's fuck my mic. Yeah.
You sound alright.
Sure. Next up, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is getting its final DLC character announced on October 5th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
They did
there
2 things.
An announcement. I know. This was the worst part of the Direct, is that they did these.
They did it twice of saying, "Hey, we're gonna do another announcement," and at the end of towards in October, they did it twice. Like I wish that they just didn't even put it in here. Have it as do it a couple days later or this week, and just say, "Hey, we're gonna do this."
You should just put this out beforehand. Like, hey, we're not going to show the Final Smash character here. It's going to be here. You know, I don't understand why you had to do this in the middle of the show. Exciting though, nonetheless. I can't wait to see this last character. Sad it's over.
Yeah, they did say final because I said last week maybe they'll do more. I'm not sure. I know they
should just went to 100. Like you guys are so close.
I mean, I think it's just Sakurai wants to take a break. So we'll see what the future is for Smash after this character. This game will sell for a while. Maybe another 5 years. We'll think about what's next.
Sims, anything to say?
No, but you're freezing and it's bugging me.
I'm freezing and it's bugging me.
Not for me. Not for me.
But fucking Discord, let me tell you. Yeah, we look forward to that Smash character on October 5th. We will cover it next week's episode.
What do we think it will be, dead quick?
Oh man, I hope it's Crash.
I think that there are multiple ways to look at it. I talked about it a little bit last week. I think if they're going to keep going with fighting game characters and represent every major fighting game ever, they still have no Mortal Kombat character. So Scorpion would probably make sense. Crash would make sense. Sora would make sense. There's a few other ones that I think that they did for costumes that I wish were in it, like Alucard or Shovel Knight. Dante would be very cool. I know that people are rumoring another Microsoft character, like Chief, something like that. Or maybe even a PlayStation first-party character. Don't know who that would be. I doubt they would do somebody more realistic, like Aloy
Joel
or
and Ellie.
Kratos or Joel or Ellie. So they might do like Ratchet and Clank, something like that. Might make sense.
Ellie climbs on Mario's back, starts stabbing him in the neck for mine.
Sister.
Badass.
I was listening back to last week's episode today, and like the shade that you threw at Soul Calibur, Daniel, the shade.
It wasn't shade. I like Soul Calibur.
Soul
It's
Calibur's
just not as big as the other three games.
I think Soul Calibur is probably the best fighting game there. I really enjoy Soul Calibur.
Move on. We're moving on.
What do you mean? Go on. No.
Sims has a point though. If you added up all their cumulative Metacritic scores, Soul Calibur would probably be number one.
Soul Calibur's great.
Well, if you want to talk about things, when we did our top 25, there was a Soul Calibur game. It was the first one. It was in the top 25.
Yeah. All right, cool. Next up, Kirby and the Forgotten Land got announced in a trailer, and it's coming out sometime spring 2022. I think this game looks fucking dope.
You mean The Last of Kirby?
The Last of Kirby, yeah. Taking that Last of Us art style with the grass growing on the buildings. I thought that was funny too. But
near Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby going 3D now. Getting a
automaton.
3D platformer. No, you're fine. This is great. This is what Kirby always should have been, is a 3D platformer.
It reminded me of like a mix between like when we just got Bowser's Fury. It kind of reminded me of like Bowser's Fury meets like Odyssey. That was the kind of vibe I was getting. I just don't know. Like they showed more than I thought they would, because we talked about last week. There was something that got leaked for the Direct. It was this. There might have been more, but I saw this right before we did the show last week, so I knew that this was a game. They showed way more than I thought. They showed Kirby actually using different weapons. He became Link Kirby with the sword. I think he became like a ball thing and like spiked people.
I think that's going to be such a cool thing to play around with, is, just the whatever Kirby can turn into during this game. That's going to be really fun if they can have just like a bunch of different like kind of powers doing that sort of thing the whole time. That sounds really fun.
They're going to it definitely seems Odyssey, because that's what Odyssey is, right? You just transform into things. But Kirby has been doing it the whole time. That's just what Kirby does. Kirby takes powers from people. So yeah, it's probably just going to be Odyssey Light. That's what I would assume.
And I'm down for that, Mm-hmm. I'm here for it. More 3D platformers, the better. Sims, you got any interest in this?
I want to say yes, but probably not. But it just looks like it looks like it just wants to be what a Mario could be. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just that it's probably the first step in the right direction for Kirby. And maybe in a couple of years we'll probably get like a top tier Kirby game. I think this will come out to like 7s, 8s. So, I mean, it looks decent, like, but if you're a Kirby fan, congratulations.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if Kirby fans will be that happy with it going 3D now. Like, this is going to be a completely different Kirby game from anything they're used to, right?
I'm sure, though, the Kirby community are like, oh, Kirby could have a 3D game. It'd be great or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder if people have been clamoring for that for years. I just have no idea with Kirby people, those weird Kirby guys out there just running around.
I played Kirby. I played a couple of older ones. I haven't beat a Kirby game, but I played a couple older ones, and then I played one on DS that I liked. I liked everything that I've played of these Kirby games. I just never really beat one. So I'm excited to see him in 3D, sucking people up. I like to suck people up and Smash with Kirby. Spit them off the map.
I'm clipping it out.
Yeah, you know what you do is you sit on the edge, you suck them up, and then you jump off.
I'm gonna say.
You're gonna have to click. This episode is not for kids. Real quick, Animal Crossing is getting a Direct sometime in November. They announced that here again. Another announcement within an
Didn't need
announcement.
it here.
And the most impressive thing of this Animal Crossing, like, because it was black for a couple of seconds, and that it was like Animal Crossing. I was like, how? How did you know that?
Music?
And it's like, yeah, it was like, because the music they played and the area they'd shown was something from an older game that the Animal Crossing community were kicking off about. That they didn't. It was the cafeteria area, and it wasn't included. So yeah, very. This is exciting. Like I'd love like an excuse to like dip into like Animal Crossing and have a look around.
I have a question. Is this supposed to be like a significant update, or is this just kind of like a little thing?
I'm sure like they've called it a direct. They've called attention to it because normally like Animal Crossing would just be like random Wednesday 2:00.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a 2-minute trailer of what's happening in Halloween. So this seems significant. Yeah, there's the Animal Crossing, the community that they've been very patient, and there is certain things that they could change dramatically, but for them it wouldn't be so hard. Like there's certain things of like the main hub, the main area where Tom Nook is. People want to move that because it's not exactly as daft as it sounds. It's not center, and people want to move that so they can base their island around it. With Tom Nook, where Tom Nook is, it's not. Yeah, I mean, I think you get the option to place it down first as a tent, but as it goes to a building, it goes in a bit off to the left or the right, and I know it sounds quite anal, but it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So, but there's some significant updates, especially from past games that they could bring forward.
Yeah, and they haven't talked about this game in a while too. Like it's been just kind of quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I just like how big deal to Animal Crossing fans is moving Tom Nook's house slightly to the center. That game. All right, cool. I'm gonna run through a couple here because I don't think we're interested in like the next 5 too much, and they're not really big news. So, but you guys get ahead and stop me if you're super interested.
Sure.
Mario Golf Super Rush got new DLC coming out soon.
Couple new characters.
Couple new characters, sure. Disney Magical World 2 Enhanced Edition got shown off. This was a 3DS game.
Let it go.
Don't do that. We're going to get copyrighted. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is coming to Switch on November 11th.
I'm 100%.
This is cool.
The remake? You mean the remake? It's coming out?
No. This was weird. Aspire making this one too, so.
Oh, it's not the remake.
They're going for it. This is not it.
Oh, really? This is Aspire's fingertip.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay,
they're porting this.
That's what they do. Is they port.
They ported it to iOS a couple years ago too. So
yeah,
I'm 100% in on this as well.
Like, why would you play this?
Because I want to experience the original. Like, I want to.
Go on your Xbox,
or I could play it portable in my car on my break.
The worst version of it. Yeah. I'm sure your phone could play it better than the Switch could.
Nah, I'm gonna be stupid. I'm excited. I'm interested to see what it looks like. If it hopefully comes at a decent price, 15 quid.
I couldn't recommend any more that you just wait for the remake.
I've always wanted to play it. It's always something that's always missed me.
Me too.
Next up, Dying Light 2 is getting a cloud version when that releases on February 4th of next year. And then also Dying Light Platinum Edition is coming to the Switch on October 19th.
Cool.
Not a cloud version.
Not a cloud version. I don't think so.
That was a strange one to me.
Yeah. I guess that game is from like what, 2014, 2015. So
15.
Early 2015.
Yeah. Triangle Strategy got a release date of March 4th, 2022.
That's the official name.
Yeah. They just went with that. I know, it was Project Triangle Strategy. They did the same thing with the Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, stop
Bastards.
Stop it.
Next time you guys put Project in front of her name, we know what the name is.
Just say it then. Just give us
drop the project, all right, guys?
I'm sure in the survey that might have come with the demo after a couple of weeks, maybe that was like put in the survey. Do you like the name?
It could be.
Next up, where are we? Metroid Dread got shown off a little bit more. This game comes out in like a week now.
It showed a lot in that trailer.
It's a day, right?
It's a week. It's next Friday. Yeah, we're getting that next Friday, and then we're getting Far Cry really quickly. We're getting, and then like later, then we're getting Back 4 Blood. We're getting 3 games very rapidly. It's gonna start popping off.
Yeah, Metroid Dread not really doing it for me.
But you don't play Metroidvanias, so
yeah.
that's not really a genre for you. Sims, I know you don't play a ton. I know you said you're excited. This looks good. Are you going to play this game?
This would be a game that I'd ask for Christmas. Like I wouldn't be
Okay.
playing it next week. I definitely. Are you Central, East, South, or West in America?
I'm East. He's Central.
I'm gonna go Central, and then we're gonna do that. Hello, right? Yeah, it's definitely something I'd get me. I'll be asking for Christmas. I'm really, really interested. Like, I really will. I've always wanted to play a Metroid game, and this would be a great starting up point, right?
I mean, you played Ori 2 last year, which is one of the best Metroidvanias ever made. So
Shadow, I think I've done all right on the Metroidvania front of Shadow Complex, Ori, and then potentially this one. And
I would recommend Super Metroid. I know it's a little older. It's not very long. It's one of the best.
The first one?
No.
Okay.
There is Metroid, Metroid 2, which have both been remade. There was Metroid Zero Mission is the remake of the first one, which is an advanced game. Then they did Metroid 2 Samus Returns, which was a 3DS game. And then Fusion is, I think, the next one. Or no, Super Metroid and then Fusion, and then now this is the fifth one.
I had a Metroid game with my first ever Game Boy Pocket. And I remember, like, if you press down twice, you go into a little ball, and you. Could, But I could.
And
never
then you could do little missiles.
Yeah,
you do little boop boop.
Never ever.
You have to solve some puzzles.
I never got I never got past like the first 10 minutes.
Oh,
but little Steve was dumb, so.
Yeah, if you
Daniel, are you going with this or Far Cry next week?
Ooh, I might do Far Cry because I think Far Cry. I just kind of want to shoot some stuff. I haven't just shot stuff in a while, so I might do that first, and then do Metroid. Yes, but honestly, I didn't just run around and shoot stuff. Like if you watch me play Deathloop, like I did shoot some things, but for the most part, it was me blinking everywhere and then kicking people. And just doing the mission. I really only shot, like, I did not kill a lot of the normal people in Deathloop. I really only killed, like, most of the visionaries. Like, I really just kind of ran through the level.
I mean, I'm going for trophies at the moment. I've not finished it, but I can finish it. It doesn't matter. We'll talk about it later.
Sure. Next up. Nintendo Switch Online is getting an expansion of N64 games and Sega Genesis games.
Not very many.
Some sort of plan or whatever with the updating your online subscription. They haven't announced all the details yet with that. But yeah, we're getting N64 games, boys.
Yeah, we don't know how much the jump will be. I mean, it could be significant, like double the price. We don't know. Like, I know that this. I just want to get the bad stuff out of the way before we get to the exciting part. There isn't a ton of games yet, at least in terms of the N64 side. I wish that there were more. I know they're going to add more. I hope that they don't just forget about it and not do a lot of the games people love. I really want to know what that price is going to be. Like $20 a month is right now. Or a year is not a lot, and I don't mind paying that. But if it's like significant, like then it becomes a question. People will probably drop the online.
My guess would be you were right on the money with double the price. Go up to 40.
Then they better make it worth double the price. They better be adding N64 games all the time.
You think so? I'd be happy with. I mean, 40 is so insignificant for a year. I mean, to me at least. I know.
I mean, it's still double the price,
situations and whatnot. Yeah. No, I get that too. But yeah, N64 games. I can't wait. This is awesome. It's a great move. I know a lot of people are upset. No Game Boy, but I was way more excited about this N64. Fuck yeah.
Game Boy has some things, but
Sims. I know you're excited.
Yeah, this is everything I ever wanted and more. Like, hi Chris. Chris is in the chat. Everybody say hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
There you go. Yeah, this is. As soon as I seen this, I popped off. I was so excited just to see like this selection of like fantastic games just there. And then I don't think it'd be a double. I mean, we pay £20. I think it's £20 a month. Chris could help me with that. Maybe give me £30 a year. Sorry, £20 a year. So now it'd be £30 a year. Well, I'd be fine with that. And then maybe with the GameCube, maybe in the GameCube in about 3 years' time, if we potentially get them, maybe just chuck a 10 back. I don't know. I mean, who knows with Nintendo? But yeah, like Mario 64, one of the best games of all time. Zelda, Ocarina of Time, one of the best games of all time. Mario Kart 64, potentially one of the best Mario Kart games. Who else? Pokemon Snap coming in the future. Like, Natalie's never
Paper
played
Mario
Pokemon
in the
Snap.
future.
Yeah,
I want to play Paper Mario very bad.
Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
Majora's Mask. Yeah, which is so funny. I've been playing all these Zelda games. Like, I wish.
Oh, now they're coming on there.
I mean, don't get me wrong. You played the better
waited.
version. You played the better because you ain't getting the 3DS version of these games, are you?
No, but I really wouldn't have mind playing the older version. That was just the easiest way to access them. Of course, yeah,
definitely.
What
else has come in? 64.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're getting some rare games, which is great. So that means they could be getting Perfect Dark in the future.
007, what's GoldenEye?
You're not going to get that probably because of license stuff. I would say Perfect Dark. You probably do. But
yeah,
they got to let go of that license, man. That game's too iconic.
You can't. It's just that it doesn't work.
But
that
just
way
to let Nintendo release that game again, like I feel like, I don't know, someone owns James Bond, Warner Brothers.
But you have to also remember it's licensed stuff and it's also Microsoft, so it's a little complicated.
Now, going back to like the wrestling games that me and Chris always talk about, like that is way too complicated. That is way too complicated. There's no chance in hell we would get them games. Like they would have to go in the game, change everything, the logos, half the music, half of the character the likenesses. The game would be bare minimum. There'd be nothing to it because every time like Mick Foley, I don't think he's with WWE anymore. Kurt Angle, not with WWE anymore. I think even Owen Hart's in the game. There's no chance. There's no chance. No.
So they're not allowed to use them for anything? Is that what you mean?
No, Owen Hart sadly passed away.
No, yes, I know Owen. I know his accident that he had, but I mean, like Kurt Angle and stuff. Like, I know that even if they're not there, do they still not own their likeness?
I don't.
To like the character, basically.
I mean, I could be wrong.
You would know more than I would.
I mean,
because I just assume that they're still a character, right? Like, they would own that character's license.
I gotta imagine it's a lot like the Tony Hawk license problems that they were having with making that remake. Yeah, with the skaters, they had to go back and renegotiate with all the skateboarders that were in that game, and then all the bands that did the music for that game. They had to renegotiate with them.
Did they get all of them back?
They didn't get all the music back for the Tony
not
Hawk
all the
remake,
music. Did they get all the skaters back?
Get all the skaters, yeah.
Okay,
I believe so. I mean, there's probably one or two missing, honestly, but yeah, not that I noticed.
Yeah, the last one, Chris Benoit's in the game. That's a massive problem.
Yeah.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the pipe dream. That's fair enough. But these classic Nintendo N64, titles just being so accessible is fantastic. Like, cause, if you want to play these N64s, you got to either have one or pay £70 for it. $70, $80 over there. The Super Mario 64 isn't. I wouldn't say it's hard to get hold of, but that's still another £20. And
that was weird because the 3D collection that came out last year.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, and then obviously with the Genesis as well, that it's just great. It's not as good as what I've heard from the Virtual Console stuff, but it being there in a subscription and you can just access it anytime you want. That's brilliant. It's fantastic.
They'll add more. They'll keep adding. So hopefully they add quickly.
Yes.
I want like nice. One a month,
Ooh, I could totally see it being one a year. Or not like one game a year, but like one big drop into September, like they typically do. I might finally play Ocarina of Time though.
Chris, I was referring to that. They'd have to
I'd recommend it.
Do the whole logos and the WWF would have to leave. It'd be too much of a hassle, so I don't think we'll ever get a No Mercy, which is sad. So I still have to buy an N64. So, but I do have an emulator, and I do own a copy of the game somewhere.
Next up, the Castlevania Advance Collection got announced and it's released. Yeah,
yes,
I agree.
Yeah,
any interest?
Yeah, of course. You know how much Symphony of Night, one of my favorite games of all time. And I know that at least Aria of Sorrow is up there as one of the best ones as well. So I would like to play at least that one for the collection. We talked about it last week before the Direct because there was the leak about it. All four of the games, we talked about it when Chris was here. So it's official. It has all those games. It's only $20, which is great. So it's not too expensive. 4 games. I might check it out later.
And it's not just to the it's not just to Nintendo, is it?
No, it's everywhere.
Yeah, it came out on all platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next one is not on Xbox, which we'll talk about just right now.
Which one?
Because
I was going to jump to the Super Mario movie because I didn't know what these next two were.
the next one's quite a big deal.
Yeah.
Which one?
The ActRazer.
ActRazer.
Oh, ActRazer. Oh, okay, sorry, I was scrolling way down. ActRazer Resistance
Mm-hmm.
got announced. What is this thing?
It's a remake of the original game.
Oh, okay.
The original Super Nintendo game, which is like notorious, one of the biggest cult classics of that era. People love that game. I know that this remake, especially we have time. It's been a while since it's direct at this point, but people have played this and are not as hot on it as the original, was what I'm hearing. But because they've changed some things. But yeah, this game is only on PlayStation and Switch.
Oh, so you didn't get it on the Xbox?
It is not on Xbox. No, I looked around. I mean, I don't really want to play the game anyways, but
I genuinely thought this would be something that you'd be playing.
No, I don't know. After I heard that this remake wasn't great, or it's okay, I don't really want to play it. If anything, I'd play the original. If it comes to like the class, the online. If it comes to that, I'd probably just play that.
Okay, cool. Next up, Deltarune Chapter 2
Hold on.
is available now.
Hold on. Daniel, you there? Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, the refreeze.
I've been here.
Did he freeze for you, Connor?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyways, Deltarune Chapter 2 available now. This is the second chapter to Deltarune Chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
You get that one too. This is from the Undertale guy, right?
Toby Fox.
Toby Fox, yeah. Are you guys in? No, we've talked about Undertale on this show.
I have it downloaded.
Played it, yeah.
I have it downloaded. Yeah, it's on Game Pass, so I have it downloaded. I just haven't played.
Yeah, this is something I've always wanted to play. I mean, I was talking to my kid was talking about like how like
kids play Undertale. I don't know why.
Yeah, like
this game is huge with kids.
Yeah, her friends were like talking about it and stuff, and she was like they like to listen to the music and stuff.
Yeah, this game is really popular.
I was just looking at her friends list, and one of her best friends were like playing Undertale. I was like, what? I thought it was quite adult themed, I guess. Like,
it has themes, but like some kids don't really catch on to some of that, you know.
Guys,
I feel like I have to play this because even the other day on Kind of Funny, Blessing and Barrett were talking about it, and they were trying to explain it, and even them explaining it, I was just like, "What is this game?"
So I'll try to quickly. So there was Undertale, which is its own thing. It's a game.
Yeah.
Deltarune is
I get this is a new one.
Spiritual successor that has characters, but they are not.
It's like an alternate universe.
Yes. It's the same characters, but they are very different with how they were in Undertale. So this is, I would say it's more of a spiritual successor, not like a sequel.
I'm going to have to check out these guys' games because...
At least Undertale, I'm going to see how much I like that, then I might play Deltarune.
Yeah. Plus you can get Undertale like dirt cheap, so... I'll find a way to play that eventually.
On your Xbox. Game Pass.
Oh, is it on Game Pass?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, cool. Perfect.
I mean, quick one. We never got. Sorry, I'm selfish.
Yeah,
first of all, Chris was saying he's really looking forward to ActRazer. So, if he's gonna play it, I'd like to speak to him about it because it's something that when it came on, I was looking at it and I was like, this looks really good. Like for some reason, you know, when something just hits you and you're like, ooh, like it tickles that old like them brain cells. So and then I don't know, I must have like zoned out for a couple of seconds, still thinking about the N64, pissed off about Wind Waker, etc. But I didn't realize it dropped on the day. I was quite excited about that. So yeah, like that is something I'd like to try or hear somebody's like who isn't like a big deal. Just talk about it. Like I was actually looking forward to listening to you, Daniel, because I don't know, for some reason in my head you'd bought it, played it.
It seems like a game I would play. Yeah, like I would like to play maybe the original. Maybe I'll play it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, of course.
There's a lot of games, so it is a remake. So maybe I'll check it out at some point.
Next game.
Not a game. Next, they talked about the Super Mario movie. The Super Mario movie has gotten a release date of December 22nd, 2022, so next year. And then we got some cast announcements, such as Chris Pratt as Mario, Jack Black as Bowser, And Charlie Day is Luigi. There's also a shit ton more.
Anya Taylor-Joy, Peach,
Seth Rogen, Donkey Kong.
Rogen is Donkey Kong, which is awesome.
This was my favorite part of the direct when they kept just announcing the cast. I could not believe it.
It was an awesome cast. Like, so I want to say one thing going into this. I'm kind of just done with people like saying their opinions or takes and stuff, and like all this, make a joke about everything. It just rubs me the wrong way all the time. Like, I'm done with it. Like, stop calling your opinion a take, number one. And then number two, not everything needs to be a joke and a meme. I know we can sit here and laugh about it or whatever, but like, what do people think that this cast is going to be? Charles Martinet is great, and he's going to be in the movie, which is awesome. But can he actually hold up a blockbuster animated movie for 2 hours or whatever? Probably not.
People being upset he's not Mario.
Yeah. Like, what do you expect? Like, Chris Pratt is a leading man. He's a proven leading man in Hollywood. He's a great actor. We'll see what he could do he did the other Pixar movie. I haven't watched it, but
Onward.
He did that movie. So let's see what he could do. You know, he's a great actor.
Not only that, I mean, that's just how Hollywood works, man.
Yeah.
Like, they were never gonna cast the guy that voiced Mario in a big Hollywood movie, you know, even if it is just an animated movie. They were never going to do that. It's just Chris Pratt being Mario sells movie tickets.
100%.
You know what I mean? Chris Pratt's name on the poster sells movie tickets. So that's ultimately what Hollywood's going to do. You can't change that. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I'm quite happy with it. I mean,
I think this cast list is awesome.
Yeah, the cast is crazy cool. Like, I don't.
Fred Armisen playing Cranky Kong.
Yeah,
I love that. That's amazing.
Key as Toad.
Yes,
like,
Key.
awesome.
What is that voice going to be? I want to know.
No, I can't wait to hear the voices. Chris Pratt said he's not doing his normal voice for it. So
he did. He did say he's practicing a Mario voice. So that's really great. He's not just going to be Chris Pratt. You know?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this. I'm happy it's animated. Like, I know a live action Mario does just sound ridiculous, so I'm glad they're not trying to go that route.
It's Illumination Studios.
What have they done?
They do the Minion movies.
They do the Minion movie. Okay, well, that's not good. Man, I wish it was a different studio. Okay,
yeah.
Daniel just crashed and burned all my hopes and dreams for this movie.
But who would you rather have do it? I don't understand. Sorry.
Miyamoto's there.
I don't. Anyone, I guess.
Well, I mean,
DreamWorks.
what's your beef with the Minions? Like, I feel like the Minions.
They're just not great movies.
I didn't like those movies. Yeah.
What
were the movies they started out in? Was Despicable Me where they started out in?
I assume so.
Great movies.
That's
Despicable Me are great movies.
That's okay. That's better than the Minions movies, but like
the Minions was like, you know, let's face it, a cash grab. Like,
yeah,
they'd seen what the Minions could like, just made money. But I mean, who else? What was it? Secret Life of Pets as well.
Was that them? I don't know.
So. I mean, I enjoy everything that the Illuminations do. Like, anyway, you guys. I mean,
I'm sure their animation is going to be good looking, but
you guys
I don't know.
I mean,
we'll see. If Miyamoto needs to be very much attached. If he's just there to consult, then like I don't want that.
I'm sure like this is his baby.
He better be there.
Is his baby. Yeah. Like this is.
Like I think that we need. I don't mean to interrupt you, Sims.
Oh,
I'll just say one more thing. I think this is a big deal. Nintendo doesn't do this like ever. They don't do these kind of things, and I think this is a big deal that Miyamoto is even there and he is promoting a movie. I think they will probably promote it a lot more too.
I get you say he needs to be there, but what the hell does he know about making a movie?
But it's his characters.
I get that, but like it's not like Mario has like a fantastic story or there's like characters that like he's gonna write for or anything.
But Mario has a vibe. That vibe needs to stay there.
You don't think people can nail that vibe without him?
I don't know.
I just don't like.
I'm not saying that they can or can't. I think that especially for the first go, I think he needs to be there to show them the vibe of Mario in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anything else on the Mario movie?
I'm just looking forward to it. It's just, I don't know. For me, it's like I looked at the cast and got hyped, but then I immediately forgot about it. But then you put on Twitter, and that's the only thing people want to talk about. And I'm just like, what's the big deal? Like Chris Pratt's great. Like he did a great. He was good in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'm guessing there's some other things that I've seen him from and enjoyed it. Like
Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Seth, Seth Rogen, like he's always a good time. Put him in. What is he? Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, you know what I mean? That sounds
awesome.
great.
I hope it's just his normal voice, too.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
I really do. I hope it's like a stoner Donkey Kong, too,
Exactly. Anyway, that was great as well. But no, yeah, like for me, I couldn't give a toss about these. Like, I'll go and see them, but I don't. A movie for me is a movie. Like, I don't get hung up on it unless it's Spider-Man or a Marvel movie. Like, that's it, really. Anyway,
Then you get hung up.
For me, movies aren't a big deal to me. So
Sims hates all movies. We get.
I just don't. Time doesn't matter.
All horror movies are bad. We know.
Every horror movie is trash.
Every horror movie. Watch Midnight Mass, Sims. Anyways, next up.
No, because that sounds like they're like all religious-y and stuff. Like,
Nah, you ain't into that.
oh,
Okay. Nah, whatever.
I mean, I'm not, but you should watch it.
Next up, they showed another trailer of Splatoon 3.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't care any less. I'm sorry.
I mean, it has its audience. It has its audience.
Maybe none of us like Splatoon.
I've never played one.
Is that? Oh, you never played one? Okay, okay. I played the first one a little bit, but yeah.
I'm happy that this franchise is even it exists. I think it's awesome.
It's cool, right? It's cool. Nintendo found a way to make a multiplayer game for them that people like and that their fan base enjoys so much. Not for me though.
I like the Inkling and Smash.
Sims.
I was just saying, at this point, I was just pissed off because we hadn't got the Wind Waker. I was just getting more vexed. I was just not happy again. But that's just me. That's my own fault as well. I've got no one to blame but myself. Next.
Are you sad about Wind Waker? You want to talk about that real quick?
No,
I feel bad.
Like,
no, you don't want to talk about it at all.
It's just Nintendo. Like, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense. But then again, maybe it does make sense because they released Skyward Sword.
This is the anniversary of
I know. And that's the baffling side of it. But maybe if we don't get Breath of the Wild next year, which I don't think we will, I really don't. That's the one game I do not think we will get next year. I will put money on it. But I think maybe we'll get a Wind Waker or a Twilight Princess. Maybe we get the Twilight Princess next year. And they just think, well, we released Wind
I would
Waker
assume both of them.
ago. Yeah, I know, but maybe they're just trying to drag it out as much as they can. Like, we maybe they could, they released Wind Waker not long ago, so let's just do Twilight Princess, and then I don't know, maybe we never see Wind Waker on the Switch. Like,
you might be onto something there though, because they do like releasing something Zelda yearly.
Yeah.
Like at least once a year we get some type of Zelda title. So maybe
we had Link's Awakening.
Maybe they already know
Skyward
Breath of the Wild 2 ain't gonna hit next year, so they're holding back the Wind Waker Twilight Princess bundle for next year. I don't know.
Right, guys.
I mean, you guys are really confident.
2 seconds, right? I need to leave the call, and then I'm gonna call you straight back because this is driving me insane.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause the recording, and then.
Oh, you're pausing the recording. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then tell me to record straight away. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm kind of.
The game's been in development for a long time.
That and God of War Ragnarok, I'm just like 2023.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what people expected with that game. Like, they didn't show any. They didn't even show the title. They showed nothing when they teased it, and they were like, "Yeah, next year."
I mean,
like, okay.
I mean, go on. Let's finish off this Nintendo stuff.
Yeah,
sure. Are we recording?
The ticker is ticking. So yes.
So we're recording. Okay, cool. Next up, the last thing we got was a Bayonetta 3 trailer and a release. Not a release date. A release year. Sometime next year in 2022. Faraway land of 2022, we will get Bayonetta 3. And we got a cool new trailer. Looks rad, Daniel.
Oh yeah, it does look rad. She got a cool new haircut. Obviously, she gets a new haircut every game.
Yeah, I'm not into every platinum game franchise, but Bayonetta gets me out of my seat for damn sure. I played 2 on Wii U. It was one of the few Wii U games that I actually played through, and I loved it. So I'm looking forward to 3 quite a bit.
She's got big old braids now.
Big old braids, love them.
Yeah. She got long. I mean, everything is her hair, so she has long hair no matter what.
Sure.
I'm very excited for the game. They showed way more of the game. And if you remember, a couple weeks ago, Platinum came out and said, "Yeah, we've been working on the game. Nintendo just can show it whenever they want to." So that's interesting. Direct comes and they show.
They finally wanted to.
Yeah. It's. I'm very excited. I love.
I'm very excited too. I wish we got a little bit of gameplay. That would have been cool, but
we got some gameplay.
Yeah, there's a little
like
snippets in there and stuff. Yeah, sure. I'm looking forward to like a deep dive and seeing the new mechanics and whatnot.
One of the only things that I think is worrying is Kamiya is not there. He left Platinum.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a little worrying, but we'll see.
Yeah, you figure he had to have worked on this game at least somewhat, though.
Maybe at least like concept, like the story or stuff like that.
Yeah, I wonder how much credit he'll get for the final product. Yeah, look forward to this game. What was that image at the end? Like, who was that standing? People were saying Virgil from Devil May Cry, and I'm like, what the fuck?
No, it's not Virgil. I don't know. It's probably not Jean, right? Like, she's going to be in the game somewhere, but they didn't show Jean.
Yeah,
they didn't show her. It's probably some Lumen Sage, I would assume. I don't know.
I'm so behind on this lore. I'm just like, I'm trying to remember it all, but yeah. I had no idea.
Lumen Sage person?
Yeah, I'm going to have to replay through 1 and 2 before 3 comes out, maybe.
I'd find just a recap of like a story.
Yeah, recap on there, yeah. There's just that collection on Switch that I bought forever ago, and I've been meaning to play those again, yeah. But yeah, Bayonetta 3, I can't wait. Nintendo, man, next year is looking pretty good for them.
Yeah, if they can hit everything.
Yeah. I don't think we'll get Breath of the Wild 2, but
I don't know. Just hypothetically.
If we did, like
hypothetically, Breath of the Wild 2, Splatoon 3, Bayonetta 3, Kirby, like that's a good lineup, right? Yeah.
Like that's a good year for them.
Every couple months, you get one of those games. Oh, man. Maybe sprinkling whatever else.
Try to hit one a quarter. Like that'd be nice. For sure. Okay, that was the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah,
pretty good one.
Solid.
Yeah, we'll now move on. Sims is not here, but we will. Right. Where do we want to go from here? Let's go here. We had some breaking news this morning. Bluepoint Games is joining PlayStation Studios. They've officially been acquired by them.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Which is funny. They didn't use the image that was leaked. They just did other stuff.
You guys made that image, leaked it, and then never used it. What happened?
I don't know.
So I still wonder if they had already bought them back then when that image leaked. I just don't understand why that image would have been made without them owning that studio. And I don't know, maybe the paperwork just like finally went through or something, so they announced it today.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
That's the first.
They got like a little.
It seems odd because they had a big opportunity to announce this at the PlayStation.
That's what I said.
Direct or whatever the fuck they called it. Yeah, a couple weeks ago. So I don't know why they kind of
just wanted to fit games there.
Announced it today. Yeah, maybe something like that too. Other news with this though, Bluepoint is making an original game. It sounds like, or they said original.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm assuming that means some type of original game.
They're not remastering anything, so we could finally I could finally stop hearing people think that they're going to do Metal Gear for some reason. Don't know why people think that. I guess it was that leaked like text they did or whatever. They're not making Metal Gear.
I think it's just hopes and dreams.
Hopes and dreams. So I guess they're gonna make their own game.
Potentially they could still be doing. They could be doing something now. They said that they all.
Well, if I don't. Again, I don't want. I keep interrupting you, Sims. This episode. They are a very small team. Like they even say it in here. Like they're only 70 people, very small. So if they are making something like a new concept, I doubt that they're going to have more people doing another remake.
I know, but they could be doing something right now.
That's probably the new game.
I mean,
I would assume.
I mean, this team is 70 people. These 70 people are fucking talented. The things they do to these games is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm almost surprised that with them going on and making their own game now, that Sony didn't try to buy them after that. See how their own game works out, their own original idea. See how well that all nets out before you purchase them.
Maybe just pump them with resources.
Yeah, just get more money and stuff like that. Yeah, I wonder how much of a testing ground this is for Sony. Because you would have thought Sony would have bought them specifically for remaking old properties and whatnot. But, it'll be interesting to see what their own IP ends up being. I believe this is their only time making something original, right? Look up the game.
They did the Metal Gear collection.
They did that. They did the Uncharted one.
The Uncharted one.
Shadow of the Colossus, and then Demon Souls. I forget what else they have made.
They're not that. They're fairly young as a studio.
Ported Titanfall to the Xbox 360. If you remember that, that was them. Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah,
did
just
not
like a
know
really
that.
random ass thing they did.
That's so funny.
But imagine the amount of work though they had to do to get that to run on the 360 though back in like 2014 or whatever. It was probably a tough job, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously a very talented studio. Oh, they did the God of War collection. Looks like they made a game called Blast Factor back in 2006. That was their first.
So when they first started.
Yeah, their very first game looks like it was an original thing. But yeah, other than that, it's just been ports and remakes, remasters, stuff like that. Gravity Rush remastered. Yeah, obviously a very talented studio.
Yeah, excited to see what their new game could be.
Me too. I hope it's just a new IP, something fresh. Get in there.
That's what I want.
Definitely. Sims, anything else to say on these?
Not really. I think the fact that we didn't hear about it sooner rather than later, I think they're waiting to cross the I's and dot the T's. You know what I mean? I know I'm aware I say it wrong, by the way. I think it's something to do with some paperwork, maybe. I don't know, but this is great. It's out the way now. It's done. We knew it was coming. We can move on with our lives. And I like the way they made a bit of a bigger deal than they have any other one they've done. They they
did a little video.
Which is
Herman
great.
Holst,
And from what I've seen, seeing Demon Souls via a stream, so it's not, you don't get it's full visual effect. But I think Connor can say it looks great. And then watching Natalie play Shadow of Colossus on the PS4, even that game looked amazing, incredible. And I know it's quite an empty world, but it's supposed to be empty. It's fucking ridiculous what they do, and 70 people. If you're correct, fair play, great.
Yeah, in the blog, if you click in the blog, they say talented 70 people or whatever.
Great, unbelievable. This is great news. It's just nice to get out of the way. People keep going on about it. It's done now. It's out in the open. Let's move on with our lives and let's talk about Metal Gear Solid Remake.
Maybe.
Oh my god. It's not
kind of the last studio for PlayStation that they've kind of been partnering with for years upon years and then eventually bought.
The only other one I would have said was Sumo Digital, maybe, but Sumo works with everyone. But I could have said maybe Sumo.
Didn't Sumo just get bought by Tencent?
They did. That's what I was getting at. Yeah, they could maybe Sumo, but Sumo's off the table now. So
yeah. Sticking with somewhat of PlayStation news, we got our first official screenshot for HBO's The Last of Us TV show. Screenshot features Pedro Pascal as Joel and Bella Ramsey as Ellie.
It didn't really show much, but hey.
I thought it was a picture, that someone drew or something. It didn't look real. Yeah, that picture didn't look real. It was very odd looking to me.
Yeah, well, it's because of the ship or the plane. It made it look a little weird, but it's still in development. The game, the show's coming out next year, so we'll see. We'll see when. Yeah,
I wonder when exactly. I suppose probably exactly a year from now.
I'd say if they hit it in the summertime,
December,
June time.
I think June, way later. Yeah.
I'd say try to hit when that first game launched, and then even when Last of Us 2 hit, that June time. Hit that June time. That's Last of Us era.
I know it's typically when filming wraps, it's 5 to 8 months.
For editing, yeah.
That's typical for most TV shows. So whenever filming wraps, you can get a better guess after that.
I think Gregory Miller hit the nail on the head though. I think next year is going to be Last of Us year. Get that remake out, get the remake out along with the TV series, and then obviously it happens to me all the time. I play either a new game like Final Fantasy VII. I went straight to the original, but I know it's quite different. But people, parents, and the older, I want to say older people that don't necessarily play video games, are gonna watch this TV series and go, "Oh, I'd like to play the game," and then the remake's there, nice and shiny, and then potentially there's factions there, and potentially there's Last of Us 2.
That's definitely what Naughty Dog wants.
100%.
We'll see with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see if how much that works out.
Yeah, how couldn't you want that? If you could somehow launch that remake right around the time the show comes out,
I definitely want that.
That'd be fucking huge for them.
I definitely want that, yeah.
Would you play it again? The remake?
The remake?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all over that, bud. I'm going for that platinum, you know that. They were talking about this on PS I Love You a little bit. What do you guys think this show's going to be? Where's it going to end? Where's it going to take place in the timeline? Because this is something I didn't think of until they were talking about it on PS I Love You. I just kind of assumed it would end the first season would end where the first game ends. Yeah, that was just kind of my assumption. But then they were talking about it more in depth there, and I was like, I guess that wouldn't make entire sense. It would
I don't
feel
know.
it would feel rushed.
It would
No.
feel rushed.
Would it?
Yeah,
Think
hella
of-
rushed.
No.
Hella rushed.
I think it would.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I think
Are you-
fitting that in 10 hours.
Okay. You guys, you think you got to break down what HBO even does. Number one, 10 hours exactly. 10 hours. 10 hours is a very long time.
Yeah.
They could easily do that story in 10 hours.
For the first
They
episode.
have to think how
But it's
much,
not going to be shot for shot of
think
the
how
game.
much. No, it's not. It's going. They're going. They already like Neil even said it's going to be different. Think
gonna
about
be
how
different.
much of
It's
that
gonna be-
game is you playing it. Think about how much that game isn't cutscene. Like how much of that game is cutscenes? Maybe 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
Like they could easily.
No, I get what you're saying. This is what I assume too. But like, it depends what they're adding. You know, how in depth you want to get with characters.
That's
and
what
stuff.
multiple
You
seasons.
know,
is
I hate to bring up Greg all the time, but he brought up flashbacks and stuff like that, and who
for.
knows? what
No,
we're
they're
getting.
not going to
Like,
do that crazy. They're going to do the only thing
They
they
could,
would do
man.
is add-
HBO wants this shit to drag out. I guarantee it, because this is
Maybe.
this is
Maybe.
probably going to be a huge fucking show for them.
I think-
mean,
Right.
I think they'll do the Left Behind DLC, but I don't think they're going to do a bunch of
Ha-
extra added things like that.
How does the program start? Like, is it going to start as
Episode 1 is the opening.
the first cutscene, the first scene? Is it going to be no disrespect to this poor girl, Joel's daughter,
Mhm.
or is it going to start with Joel in the present?
No.
And then as that episode goes on, you get the lost flashback of his daughter. She sees a zombie. Then it goes back to Joel, and then he does something else, and then it goes back to his dad. He comes in,
You're cutting too
finds
much.
her.
The first 15 minutes is going to be the lead up to that big scene.
I feel
That's
like
it.
the end of
you're so
episode
confident,
one.
Daniel, but I
Yes,
don't know. I
they're
could see
going-
the first episode
I'm gonna tell
ending
you.
with the daughter dying.
I'm going to call
I
it
could
now.
see that.
I'm going to call it.
entirely.
I'm going to call it right now with the year ahead of time.
call
It's going
it.
to be first 15 minutes is going to be leading. You already spoiled it too with the death. I was going to say it, but it's going to lead up to that death. That death is going to cut to the title screen, and then it's going to hop to the.
I just feel like that's
or
too
whatever.
similar to the
I think
video
that
game.
death cuts to the credits of the first episode.
No, I think that because then you're talking about milking it. That's milking that entire beginning of the.
But they-
I don't know if
that's
it's
what they want
milking
to
it
do,
though.
though,
You
like-
need more character details and more life and
Yeah.
stuff. It'll be like The Walking Dead, where like the whole first episode.
Exactly,
is seeing-
it isn't. He gets into the main timeline very quickly in The Walking Dead. That's what's going to happen. They want to jump. They want to get to the main timeline because honestly, Sarah's death it matters to Joel and where he goes in the future, but that beginning does not matter that much.
It could be more impactful though if you spend a whole episode with Sarah.
Maybe. I
don't
think it's
we
just
see
done.
Ellie until
I
the
think-
second episode.
No, they need to get to Ellie. Bella's on the cover and all that. No, they're going to market Bella a lot.
I
She
see
needs
that,
to be
too.
there.
You don't even get the Ellie in the game for like a couple hours.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
I can't wait.
We'll see. I can't wait either.
This is genuinely like I'm really ridiculously too excited for this, and I'm coming back. Us doing like especially like reactions straight away. Like we have to talk about this. This has potential to be one of the best or the most disappointing.
Or just whatever. Just a retelling. You know,
I feel like we're all going to be like those Game of Thrones fans where they read the books before the show, and they're like,
I'm a huge Game
I'm
of Thrones
excited
fan.
about that.
no, I know, but like, I just remember talking to the people that read the books during Game of Thrones. High
read the
time,
first two
and
books.
they'd be like, the books are better though,
books are
and
better,
I feel like we're all going to be like, the games
games
are better though,
now.
Well,
there's more detail.
Well, it's completely different. The game, you have more time. It's not going to match to the game.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
though. I'm
I
really,
just
really
can't wait to
excited.
sit on my high horse and say the games were better,
Really looking forward to this. I can't
Me
wait.
too. Me
I
too.
can't wait to see how they do it. And I think Daniel is so wrong. I think we end at what's the first, maybe not winter.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't want that is to spend more time with Sarah and see Sarah more. I just think that they need to get going and get to the main.
Yeah, but then by
Plot.
the end, you do season 1, it ends, and then you do season 2, and then it ends, and then where do you go after that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but where?
I don't think HBO only wants this to be 2 seasons.
Nah,
is
man.
what I'm saying.
And that money.
No, you could. I think you could stretch. You're talking about stretching stuff. You could stretch the second game way more than the first game.
Well, what?
Sure. I mean, they got a whole country to travel in the first game, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Where do you think it will end?
Like,
Like, Connor, like, where do you think the season?
Where do I think it'll end? I mean, I don't. We're bringing up this PS I Love You episode too much, but I think they were right on the money with it ending at winter or right before winter. Cliffhangers after Joel gets stabbed by that fucking pole when he falls on that thing, and then you just don't know what's happening to him. Everyone who didn't play the game will think Joel might be dead.
Season 2.
I think having the big build up to the hospital, I think would be a great way to end it.
Yeah,
end it at the hospital, and like the end, like him killing Marlene, I think is very, like, especially if they build Marlene out more, which I kind of wish that they did in the game, to be honest. If they make Marlene
beginning right and then right at the end,
yeah, like if they kind of let like sprinkle in more Marlene, and then that be a huge, big like gut punch. I think that would be a great way to end it.
This TV show is something that would probably make me watch it live, and that's like 3 a.m. for me. Because I know they did it with Game of Thrones. They did that live for us over here. Anyway, really excited for it. Let's go. I'm so excited. I really can't wait. Have they cast Tommy and his son?
Yep.
I forgot who was.
Yeah, they've cast. I think they've cast everybody, or every major character.
Who have they
at least
said
some of the side stuff yet, I don't think. Or at least it revealed it.
Anyway, let's go.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I forgot that too. Anyways, cool. Next up, Crystal Dynamics is partnering with the Initiative to help develop Perfect Dark. This was a bit out of left field. Came out when was this? Like last Friday?
Yeah, it came out. Yeah, it was. Or no, it was Thursday. It was like after the direct. I think people made until we see more. I think people made way too big of a deal out of this. I think
it's just an unprecedented move, right? Like a giant developer teaming up with another giant developer to make a game. When have we ever really seen that?
It happens with other games. It's just not that they don't just throw it out there. The fact that they talked about it, I think, is way bigger of a deal. But
I know, like, all games are pretty much touched by like a support studio.
Imagine Last of Us 2. Like, how many developers do you think worked on Last of Us?
Oh, hell yeah! I mean,
insane amount. It was not just.
No one ever talks about this, but PlayStation owns like 3 support studios that just support their first party games and help develop those. So all games are touched by different studios, but I think this is just weird because Square owns Crystal Dynamics and Microsoft owns the Initiative, and they're teaming up to make one game. It's just kind of odd.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I know is the head, I forget his name, was from Crystal. He was a big deal at Crystal, so they have connections with Crystal Dynamics. And
definitely.
They've also, Crystal has done stuff with Xbox. Like, I know the first 2 Tomb Raider reboots were very heavily Xbox focused, so I just think that this was a pretty good matchup there. I think it's a good thing for the game. It's a very big team.
I mean, it's certainly not a bad thing. Like, hey, we're gonna bring a good developer on to help make this game. Like, it's certainly not a bad thing. Yeah.
One more thing I want to say, and then I want to know what Sims has to say. I think people don't remember that the Initiative is not that large of a team. I think they're also about like 70, 80 people. So they initially said they want to move quick and be limber with how they do their projects. So this is just a big. I think Crystal's just a big workforce just to help them out.
Definitely. Sims.
I just have a couple. Yeah, thank you. I've got a couple of questions. Like the Initiative, they've not done anything before, have they?
No.
Right, and then so everyone's got this like expectations that the Initiative is like going to be the fucking next best thing since
Bee's knees. Yeah.
I mean, there's so
that has a lot to do with Phil Spencer's quadruple A comment.
Yes, they put them on the pedestal.
I just don't get it. Like everyone's like, oh, they're gonna have these quadruple A games and they're gonna make this, that, and the other. And fair enough. Big Phil's gonna say these big things about these, all these new, publishers and developers, etc. Like, but I don't know. People are like, oh my god, we expected the best thing ever from the Initiative. Like, I'm not trying to pass shade on like Snowbite. My Initiative will do this, going to do that. Like, where? How? Like, where's the proof? Well, where's the proof in the pudding? There's got to be some kind of proof before we start saying these are the greatest developers of all time. Because that's where they're putting them on this massive pedestal to say, oh, this is going to be the greatest. The initiative are going to make the best game for the Xbox to come yet. And all of a sudden they're bringing in Square Enix, and they've got no proof to show they've done great work. And I was like, everyone's going mental, and I'm just like, right, so
let them make their games. That's what I'm saying.
Let them make their first game, make their mistakes, and then let's see where they go from there.
Or great, let them make the game. They haven't even seen the teaser. That's it.
Absolutely ridiculous. I think this made me so angry. Like I know, it's just ridiculous. Everyone's kicking off. Oh, you get Square Enix in. So let them get Square Enix in. Let's make a good game.
I know, Sims. I'm with you.
I think people are forgetting too. COVID still very much a fucking thing.
Of course.
People can't go. Most of these developers can't even go work in an office yet. So it's like, of course they need help.
You two, explain this to me. What the fuck's a quadruple A video game?
I don't know. Marketing.
Fuck off. Like, come on, give me straight, man. Right, if we're gonna put a quadruple A video game on a pedestal, there's two that come to mind, but that probably
none of them.
That probably but that's biased in my opinion. Like that's biased in my opinion. Like, where the fuck's it? And then all of a sudden they get help, and now, oh no, everything's going. No, fuck off. Just fuck off. Quadruple.
Yeah, keep that passion.
Stresses me out, man. Like people freak out over this. Two stupid things last Thursday. Oh, Chris Pratt's gonna be Mario.
Yep.
And then
this is how I feel all the time. I'm just gonna let you know. I feel this way all the time.
Just Twitter. It's just sometimes you read the social media. Like,
don't go on there very much.
But then you hear people talk about it, and people that you respect, and you're like, what proof?
There's
no proof.
They follow the same 1,000 people. It's just circles everything.
Carlo, you got anything passionate to say about it?
No. I mean, I just don't. I
think it's a good thing.
Big a deal. Yeah,
it's not.
We don't even know the extent that they're helping with. You know what I mean? Like they said partnering in that exact tweet.
Yeah.
Where is that exact tweet?
No shade to Crystal, right? I think maybe Sims where it comes from is the Avengers, right? Is like their last game was been mixed, but people forget how high quality those first two reboots were for Tomb Raider. Those games were high quality. Crystal is but they didn't do that one. They didn't do the third one.
Oh, okay.
I think they might have helped, but they weren't the lead on the third one. But they are a very high quality studio. So
I mean, the direction let's say this: the direction they went with Avengers, not great, but the game, solid. It's a solid video game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm curious to see gameplay. I really want to see.
Yeah, me too. One more thing.
We know it's first person.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. Now we know for sure first person because they never said.
And they also mentioned Tomb Raider. They developed Tomb Raider.
That's true. Crystal did say that Tomb Raider, so maybe they'll work on the next one.
Sticking with Crystal Dynamics, Marvel's Avengers is coming to Xbox Game Pass on September 30th.
I'll put that in here for you, Sims. That was for you today.
This is a great move, 100%. This is a great move. This is something that I think anyone in the Avengers atmosphere, sphere, basically could have predicted this, and it's the best move possible for it as well. Like, why not? Like, he's always on.
There's no crossplay though, right?
No, it's always on sale. Like they're always trying to sell it, and the game, if you're an Avengers fan, you go in there, enjoy the story. All the characters are free, so you go in there, you got access to Black Panther, especially after the big promotion they just pushed in August and went Black Panther, and everyone's like, oh, but I'd like to be Black Panther, but I don't want to pay for the game. Now, this is a great way to, and people, if you get in there and you kind of understand the loop and understand how the grind works, and maybe you're a bit bored of Destiny and you're a bit bored of, all these other games as a service, why not? This is great. This is only good news. And, people could see it as a different way or desperate.
Another Square game on Game Pass. Square seems to like Game Pass.
Of course, why not? Because they like money.
ActRazer's exploded for those 2 weeks, right?
I'd love to see, 100%. I'd love to see the amount of zeros in the end of that check. You know what I mean? I mean, how many months it's going to be on there for? That's another question. But, yeah, it's great. What is she doing? Right,
Next
bear
up.
with me.
Go ahead.
Where do we want to go? Resident Evil 4 VR has finally gotten a release date of October 21st, just in time for Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a scary Resident Evil very much. There's a few scary like little moments, but
There's jump scares in 4.
yeah, or even like when you first meet the chainsaw enemy.
Yeah.
Like, he's pretty
just like
scary.
arriving to that village at first. Pretty.
Yeah,
scary.
it cuts your head off.
Yeah. No, that's a scary thing, cutting your head off.
Yeah, imagine that in first person or like a VR. Imagine I want to know what that VR head cut off like. It
Could be
looks
traumatizing. They actually cut off your head.
Yeah, well, yes, and then you see, and then your camera, you can see your body like fall.
Oh, God.
That would be cool.
Terrible. You're live for like 2 more minutes. You just look around.
Ooh,
Yeah, this is cool though. You cannot play Resident Evil 4 on everything, including your mic.
No, because it's only on Oculus. This is not coming to every
only
VR.
on
Oculus for now. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Isn't there a way around that though, where you can like play games?
You might be able to, and it's probably going to come to PSVR 2 later, I would assume.
You would assume, right?
Because Capcom does like PSVR, so.
Yeah, you would have this. I mean, that's just like the widest audience they could probably get it to then.
If it sells, yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day. Yeah, Resident Evil 4, another platform it's on. If you have played Resident Evil 4 by now, what are you doing?
One of the greatest video games ever made. Play it.
Next up, Netflix has acquired Night School Studio, the developers behind Oxenfree and Afterparty.
And Afterparty. And they're making
Oxenfree 2.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out.
And they still said it'd be everywhere. They're still making it.
Still confirmed come out on all the platforms it was coming out on.
We'll just see Netflix studio game studios.
Netflix getting big into games here. Their first big developer that they bought, somewhat big. I know it's an indie studio, but you know.
I mean, I'd say they got clout. I wouldn't say they're big.
I think it'll be a good one for them to run on their streaming platform too, since you're going to have to stream these games through Netflix. That's kind of a that game doesn't require the most powerful PC and console and stuff to run it, so that'll be much smoother to run through a streaming service, I'd imagine. Just a good get for them too. Great storytellers over at Night School. We'll see what they do with all their different IP and whatnot. I don't know. I'm very curious to see what Netflix is going to end up doing here. Obviously, we probably won't really find out if they're going to start making stuff exclusive and stuff like that until after Oxenfree 2. So it'd be a couple of years down the line before we even fully know what Netflix plans on doing with these guys, I'd imagine.
I wouldn't say exclusive. I think they want that game, whatever they're going to call it, Netflix Game Studios or something. That they want that splash screen everywhere for a while. I'm just going to guess. So I think they're going to just build. We're probably going to see them buy a good amount of more little indie studios for a while. Then they're all just going to be on. They're going to start pushing their streaming service, and then I doubt that Netflix isn't like we're an exclusive thing. They want that everywhere. They're very much like Game Pass, like whatever, right? Put it everywhere. I think that's how they're going to be.
I would hope so.
I mean, you get it on TVs. They're like the built-in TVs built into my remote. Like they want Netflix literally on everything you could get. So
yeah, obviously you'd still be able to play it all on everything. I just wonder, like, when Oxenfree 3 comes out or whatever in a few years, is it only on Netflix? You know, like, obviously then you'd be able to still play it through your Xbox or your PlayStation or your whatever, but is it only streaming through the Netflix service? You know what I mean?
Do you just actually click on Netflix?
Yeah, like you have to go in Netflix to play the game. I wonder if that's what we're going to end up seeing.
They might slowly move to that, but
yeah.
I don't think, like I said, I don't think for a while.
I also wonder just how big they're going to get into this. Like, what happens if this whole thing fails for them and they just drop out of games? Like, what? They
got enough money for it to not fail.
Yeah, they got enough money, but like it just reminds me of like a Google move where like Google will just make some shit and then drop it in like a couple months. You know,
we've never seen Netflix do this. Thing.
No, we never had. But I just wonder, like, if this fails for them and they end up just wanting to dip out of games, what happens to this studio?
I want to know what Sims has to say because. Real quick, I just want to say one thing. They have taken over multiple different formats, like every time. They did it with discs. They overtook Blockbuster. They did it with streaming services. They were the first big one. They are what people think of streaming services. It's Netflix first. And now gaming, I know they're not the first, but maybe they will be the one that people go to. So I think that they have the money. They're streaming everywhere. So I think this could be huge.
Tim?
I think the IP is the most exciting part. We could see loads of
A show.
Yeah, we could see loads of different like story narrative great games though. Like they could do Stranger Things, fucking Cobra Kai. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it sounds really exciting. This is. I mean, I don't think it'd be exclusive to Netflix. The app. I mean, I think it'd be there. I think that'd be an option for us. But I do think we'd be able to download it off the PlayStation Store, Netflix publishers, game publisher, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, because you could buy it. That's just another sale, right?
But, more money, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, I think it will first come to like just the average game, download it on the store, and then they get the pennies, and then they start to. I'm guessing they already are. They try and sort out the streaming side of things, and I think Netflix are not ones to rush it. I think they're so sensible and they want to be the best. I think Daniel again hit the nail on the head. Like I think this could be the best way to stream your video games. If Netflix hit, they've nailed streaming. Like I think out of all the streamers, Netflix is. I've never had a problem. It's always just.
You can argue Disney Plus.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
Disney Plus has a very high quality video.
But that's Disney. But yeah, anyway,
Disney,
I'm excited. Oxenfree 2, I'm really excited for the game, and it'd be nice to see, Stranger Things in this kind of format, if that makes sense. Like, just
I know that's one thing I never thought of is them giving. I thought like them doing their IP on Netflix. Like maybe we get an Oxenfree TV show or an After Party TV show. I didn't think of
Midnight Mass
them giving them. Yeah, see, I didn't think of them Netflix giving their IP to them. I just
they own it all.
No, yeah, I understand that. That's just interesting, and I never even thought of that. There's a lot of IP there they could work with. I don't know how much I'd like that. I'd kind of prefer if Night School Studio just continued making their own new IP, but yeah. That's an interesting idea that I didn't think of. Is like, what if we did get a Stranger Things game out of them or a Cobra Kai
it's
game
all
or something like that?
in a jambalaya.
Yeah.
So it could do it all. Cobra Kai game. I know they did that beat 'em up. That wasn't great, but maybe they have somebody good do it.
Here's my video game pitch: 100 Netflix characters land on an island.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's it.
They just live too. It's Lost. Cool, great.
How good was Lost?
Never watched it. Watched the pilot.
I got 1.5 seasons in, and I was like, I'm out.
The pilot's great.
Everything but the ending was good.
Pilot's great.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's all I got to say.
Pilot is great.
I lived the moment as well, but I was there for that disappointing. Remember that final season? Mm-hmm. I was there, like with the level of Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
How bad it was.
Any other developers you guys think Netflix is gonna buy? I gotta guess those Cuphead
indie
guys.
Studios. They could. I hoped that Xbox would do that. Yeah, I mean that's a good choice. I mean that's a super solid pickup. Those guys are talented.
That's got to be the front runner for the one they're looking at now.
I mean, honestly, you would think that
picks up.
You would have thought that before Night School, wouldn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So maybe they're not. Look, maybe Studio MDHR is just not. Maybe they're going to Xbox, or they're just not being purchased at all. Maybe they don't want to. So maybe somebody else.
We'll find out in the future. Next up, last news story: the Game Awards is going to be on Thursday, December 9th this year. Don't got a time yet.
Probably late in the afternoon or nighttime.
Yeah, day after Halo. Cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, I get to watch Game Wars and play Halo. Oh my god.
Be a good day.
Oh yeah. What a good week.
That's it for the news stories, boys.
There's one more. I want to talk about this Deck Right. So.
Oh, you want to talk about your Legacy of Kain thing?
Oh my god! Like this was dropped yesterday. I'm sure I was like, it was well aware of it, but like, as weird as it's a massive like coincidence that like I've been kind of like looking at it the past couple of days, thinking how can I get this game, and it's like £100 to buy PS1 to buy this game original, and then I'm sure it's been in the works. People know about it, and maybe it was potentially coming. But yeah, it was mentioned in a podcast yesterday briefly, and I was like, hold on a fucking cotton picking minute. and I've just checked it out. It's out today, £4.50. The classic Legacy of Kain, Blood Omened 1996 game, and like the story behind this game. I know we may need to wrap soon rather than later. But I was a boy. I was a young boy. I had a friend round. He was like very close friend of the family. Consider him a second father to me right now. And he was playing this game, and I was transfixed on this game. It was like seeing Zelda for the first time. It kind of like you walk around, you kill the vampires, had a soft spoken voice, and it was like something that I'd never thought was even possible. Like, you know, when a video game blows your mind as a young child. And he was like sucking people. He was a vampire. He was like killing people with swords, and it was just like everything that I thought a video game could be. But for years and years and years, in my mind, I thought I dreamt it. I didn't think this game ever existed, and I just kind of had this fever pitch, like made it up as a child dream. And then one day I saw it on like a PlayStation Access top 10 video games list or something, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god, that is the game!"
There it is.
Shocked as well to surprised to see it as a Legacy of Kain game. Anyway, I've just downloaded it, and shout out to GOG as well, because I think GOG is a launcher as well, and it gave me the option of like, you don't have to download the launcher, you can just start the game from your computer, which is brilliant because I can't be bothered. I've got the Rockstar
and
launcher,
different launchers.
I've got the one that you launch Call of Duty from, Epic Games launcher, Xbox launcher,
Battle.net,
the Origins one, Steam. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Too much.
Well, yeah, like if you remember this game, like, I mean, I'm gonna play it and I go, oh, this is shit, but I just want to play it, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We can move on. Sorry.
Sims, we will stick with you with what we have been playing. What have you been playing?
Deathloop. Yeah,
Deathloop.
I'm still playing that Deathloop, man.
Still in there?
Yeah, 100%. Yes and no. No, I have not, but I can. Like, I've done all the visionaries. I like I said, my life's got like really busy. Like, the kids are starting to do like these various clubs, so I'm in and out of the house most of the night. I probably sit down about 8:30 now, and I'm trying to go to bed at like a reasonable time because obviously I'm getting older and I'm getting tireder, and you know, life is busy. But you know, in my 2 hours, I make, you know, maybe an hour and a half. I'm very productive with it on Deathloop. I make sure I set goals for myself. I want to do this visionary tonight, or I want to get this gun, or maybe I've looked at the trophies and I want to unlock them trophies. And I've done all the visionaries. I've got the option. You know, the story's gone in. I've got the full. Basically, the story so far is up to date, and it's like, I love how the game is so like, I know maybe this might put people off, but it's very handholdy. It tells you where to go. It gives you the marker. Like, and I was quite worried. I was worried at one stage. I was like, do I have to remember what I have to do in order to kill all these 6 people in order? And then and then when the final objective, well, I say the final objective. And it was like, you go kill Harriet, go into sabotage and fireworks, and then so forth and so forth. And I was like, brilliant! I don't have to remember this, and I just having a blast. Like, just everything is just, it's just such a great game. It's just everything I wanted from like a Dishonored type video game. Like, I just, you know, finding like sneaky ways in, going the side of the castle, going through underneath. Go inside of the mountain and hearing the people talk, and you know, having to go into the guy likes chocolate beer, and you turn it off so he kicks off, and then you can find out who he is, and oh my god! And then look at, you know, having to look into the trophies, and there's
how you did that with Alexis, huh? Okay.
What did you do?
Huh? I just killed him.
but you have to find out who you have to find him, don't you?
If you just kill him, it'll. The next loop, it'll say you found him already because you know what he looks like.
How did you figure out what he looked like?
Because I killed everyone at the party.
Oh, so you just were killing.
But
killing
for me,
okay.
that
initial time, yeah, I've gone back to that level multiple times now and done it different ways.
I sat where the button is.
underneath.
Yeah, I sat where the button is,
the sign.
and and just waited because he'll show up.
Yeah,
and then I killed him.
Killed him with the.
I also did the one with the music. We're getting deep into it. You won't understand what we're talking about unless you're playing this. But I also did the one with the music where you can change it to his song, and then he'll start talking about how he made this beat and he loves this song.
Gotcha.
The stupid way of finding it is in the toilet at the back of the room, in a room with the toilet. But when I first played it, I always like to explore the area. So I spend so much time in these. Are you there yet? You are. I spent so much time, so I was like, I found the beer pumps, and then I checked that out, and then I found the DJ decks, and and I was just sneaking around, but I struggled with finding his identity, because at one point I was waiting outside of the castle, just as near the brewery, and he just walks out. And he's like, he sees me. I was like, oh shit, I just shoot him dead quick. Didn't know he was the bad guy. And he's like, you've killed him. But he didn't then tell me, oh, you've kind of figured out who it is and then leave. It kind of was like, you failed this. You have to go back and do another loop.
See, I don't know why mine knew that. I don't know if mine knew that because you can pick up a statue of him earlier in one of the day points earlier in the game.
In the library.
And I knew it was him before that because of the red tie and the black suit. So I already knew that was him going into that, but the character didn't know that was him. So that was a weird thing.
Bobblehead is hilarious.
Yeah, the bobblehead is hilarious.
I love it.
So funny. But no, I will be finishing it by the weekend. Hopefully finish it before I go to London next week. Hopefully platinum it by next week as well, actually, because I don't want to leave this game. So I'm happy that I'm taking my time with it as much as I am.
Have you gotten the trophy yet with killing everyone in the level?
No.
I tried to do that on the party at the castle area at night, and I tried it, and there's just waves upon waves.
That sounds like a lot of
there's so many people.
The evening's probably the hardest one. I think there is I've been looking at the trophy guide. There is a certain level that you can do it. There's 6 people in the level.
Yeah. The party ones too, because eventually you can get 3 visionaries there at once.
Yes, that's where I'm at this point. Obviously, they're all where they're supposed to be, and I'm kind of looking at the trophies and matching it with this run, so I can knock out a few at the same time.
Yeah, I think technically there's you kill 4 people in the night
at that. Yeah, but I think Frank's somewhere else at that point.
It's Frank. Yes,
yeah, I almost think he's on another level.
He is, but technically
you kill him as you
kill him in the night.
Because you start the level, and as long as you've done the fireworks, he dies in the background, which is great.
I just assumed that he's at his place.
Well,
he's where the fireworks are, wherever the fireworks are.
I assume that's his place. He likes it.
I mean, you hear the fireworks as he sets them off. You hear the explosion.
I guess I missed the.
So maybe he is on that level somewhere.
Anyways, I'm having a great time. This is a phenomenal video game, and like I said, it just satiates that itch of I'm playing Dishonored again. I'm sneaking around. I'm doing the crouchy and I'm even the guns, the shooty, and I just enjoy this video game. This is my favorite type of genre, stealth and different ways that it's like a sandbox. It's go and do what you want to do, and if all hell goes.
My only complaint is in Dishonored you can use all your powers. Yeah, I felt really limited in this game. You can only hold 3 weapons. You can only have 2 powers. I really like this game. I love the game actually, but I don't like it as much as Dishonored 1 or 2, personally. The thing I don't like about Dishonored 1 and 2 is the high chaos, low chaos system. It kind of encourages you not to kill anyone to get the good ending. I kind of wish they would just let you kill people. Maybe they kind of learned from that. I like that this game doesn't have a high, low chaos. They're kill everyone. You can kill every person on this island if you wanted to.
I think I just like it more in Dishonored because it's much more of a shooter.
You can play it as a first-person shooter if you want to.
Yeah, especially now after I'm just going for trophies and stuff. I'm just killing everyone. Yeah. I'm just out shootouts the whole time, yeah, and stuff like that. That's fun. I agree though. There could have been like a weapon wheel with the powers. That would have been cool, just to swap them in and out anytime you want.
That is
that would
annoying.
be a good idea.
Like it is quite annoying because
it's
I get it though, because they want you to like set up your equipment when you're going into that level, like what you're gonna need and what that. It's like,
but it's like
be a little bit easier if you
have to have shift.
You do have to have shift. Exactly.
It's like I'm not having shift,
and you pick another one. You know.
Yeah, it's like I'm not. I have to have shift. Like I'm not going without shift.
What's everybody's favorite one other than shift?
I like Havoc.
See, honestly, I didn't change it. Like I had the invisibility, but like I didn't really use it much.
The main game I was doing shift with invisibility, but then after I've just been going for trophies and stuff, it's been shift with Havoc.
What Havoc just makes you stronger, does it?
Yeah, Havoc.
Isn't that the thing you push people?
No,
that's like telekinesis or whatever the fuck. Don't ask me in Sims to pronounce names.
I accidentally fully upgraded that and didn't realize, because every time Julianne would turn up, I just end up getting her his lab. But no, yeah, the gripe I have is the performance issues. Like I have got up to performance mode, and that's, don't get me wrong, the frames per second's great, but like I did a whole level, and I picked up the statue for the talking statue, and all I had to do was go and take it, was give it to 8-bit. And as I come back in the morning, the game had crashed. The game, as I started up from rest mode, it crashed. So that might be, it's an issue. I've had too many issues where it's just been like, and the one game you don't want it to crash on is this one.
It might just be a PS5 issue as well.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
I don't know, the PS5 has been having issues with just kind of rest mode and just in general with some games. So maybe it's more of a PS5 issue.
But moving on, like, yeah, I'm in love with this game, and I really enjoy it. I can't wait to see the ending, and the like I said, like the character interactions are great, and I think all the visionaries are fantastic, and yeah, I love it. It's great.
Daniel, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a little game called Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Kena. Leading up,
Well, yeah, it's funny. I do know someone named Kena, and she doesn't spell it that way. There's an A in her name, so I just assume maybe it's Kena, but they do say it multiple times. It is Kena Bridge of Spirits. It is the first game from Ember Labs, which they did. If you haven't seen the Majora's Mask little short film that they did. It's a little cinematic. It's amazing, and I highly recommend it.
No,
yeah, go to YouTube and type in Majora's Mask like short film, and you'll see Ember Labs, their YouTube channel. Watch that. Cool. Very short. It's amazing. So the animations you imagine are amazing. All the cutscenes are amazing. You play as a spirit guide. That's what she does. So she brings people from our world into the spirit world to put their spirits to rest. The world has been poisoned by rot, and you're trying to basically heal the world. So you're going around bursting rot bubbles and healing the world. I guess, is that the best way to put it, Connor?
Yeah, I guess. You're sending your little black furries to the fucking rot. I don't know what's real quick. I'm about an hour and a half into this game, something like that. So like when I'm playing it, it's like, okay, I'm into this, I like it. Then as soon as I go do something else, anything else, I'm not thinking about the game at all. I don't know if this game's for me. I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm gonna give it one last good try this weekend. But yeah, it just has not grabbed me at all thus far. It looks fucking amazing though. Holy shit! Just like graphically, the cartoon.
If you want like a good ability, it's called the Rot Hammer. It's part of like the Rot section. Get that, which is you like hold the trigger and then you hit the square button, and she does like a big smash. That ability is amazing. It's really slow, but try to get that ability. I adore this game. I'm gonna be honest. It has its problems. Its like skill tree is very basic. The collectibles are pretty basic. There's only one collectible you're getting. You're getting little hats for your little rot buddies.
I did like these things.
Yeah, they're really cute. But there's not. You're not doing other collectibles. You are finding like, the these little pieces of mail that you have to go deliver. They're like little side questy things. You don't really have to do them. If you could get better upgrade materials if you do them, but you don't have to. So I wish there was a little bit more side stuff to do.
How long is the game? You beat it?
Yeah. I don't know, 10, 12
hours, right around there. Okay.
Yeah. It's not that long, and I think the game gets better as you go. So
Sure.
if you are...
That's my problem.
You need to get some of the upgrades.
Okay. Because initially the combat thing, I'm playing through the combat, I'm just like, this feels very basic. It's really just not bothering me right now. Yeah.
You need to... So there's a couple upgrades that, like, do you have the bow yet?
No. Yeah, see, I don't even have the bow.
You need to get to the bow.
You gotta get that. Okay.
Yeah. The bow
I
really changes it up.
Does the story get better too? Because it just wasn't grabbing me initially.
I mean, you have to start somewhere. So yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does. It does.
Okay.
I it's not like the greatest story ever, but I really like the characters, and I like Kina a lot.
Sure.
I really want to know where they're going with it, and I hope that they announce a sequel. I adore this game. I think it's the best PlayStation game this year.
Interesting, really.
Yeah.
High praise from Daniel.
Yeah. I mean, I don't consider Deathloop a PlayStation game, so I might like Deathloop. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I like this more than Deathloop, to be honest. I think it's better than Ratchet. I think it's better than Returnal. Yeah, I think it's probably the best PlayStation game this year.
Better than Returnal. He was so high on Returnal.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I was about to say, Daniel really wasn't that high on Returnal.
I don't think you remember me
talking
about
it, right? You liked it.
I listened to so many
Returnal.
people. I listen to so many people.
I think that if you're probably listening to other like games people, they like Returnal way more. I think it's good. It's not great.
I could have swore you said it was your like game of the year.
It's not even. It'd be lucky to make my top 20. I'm going to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably will. It probably will, but
yeah, Kina, I'm gonna give it one last good try this weekend.
Yes. Did you get to the?
Sounds like if I get some upgrades and stuff like that, the combat will get a little bit better.
Did you get to the point when you're trying to get? Did you get Taro's mask?
I did get that. Yeah.
Okay. So now you're going to have to go do the. Yes.
Yeah, I'm at that like little part where it's like, hey, they're like, there's some guy that lives on top of that mountain. Go see him about something.
Yes. Get to him at the mountain. I guess slight spoil. That's how you get the bow. He will give you the bow.
Okay, cool.
So get the bow.
Kind of opens up a little bit more there.
Combat opens a little more. I'd say like that area. I like that area, like the little Taro area. I like that part of the game. But after that, I think the second area is better. I think the third stuff is even better.
Okay.
So I just think the game just gets better after, like, you get the bow, and then it just gets better.
Cool with that. I'm excited now. Gonna go.
And the cutscenes, just to see the cutscenes,
look amazing. Holy shit!
So I would say just play it just to see
DreamWorks game, or some shit. Like you're like,
it's amazing.
Yeah. Even I can't stop talking about the graphics. The graphics just look crazy. I think that cartoon,
the lighting,
the lighting, the water look crazy good. Everything about it, really.
So I just say, if you this little bit you're telling me, just play through it. Just beat it. It won't take you long.
Okay.
It won't take you long.
It is a game that should be for me, definitely. So, yeah. Okay. Anything else you've been playing, Daniel?
Just a little Destiny 2. Still playing. We're starting up the season.
People get into that lately,
Yeah, well, I think the Witch Queen's coming out in February. Their big expansion, so I think people are trying to hop on board before Witch Queen. I've been playing Season of the Lost, which is it's going to build all the way up until Witch Queen. So we just started that. And I'm excited to keep playing it.
I played about maybe 2 hours of Ghost Runner. The next gen edition just came out.
Okay.
On Tuesday, I think. Yeah,
it's a fun game.
Yeah. Oh, have you played Ghost Runner? Really?
I played it last year. I didn't play much. I didn't talk about it last year. I played it a little bit.
Yeah, Ghost Runner is a first-person kind of think of like a Super Meat Boy or like a Hotline Miami. Stuff like that. I forget what those are called exactly.
It's got kind of like Endless Runner vibes.
Yeah, Endless Runner, sort of trial and error. You're kind of going through, you're running around, you kill the people in this area, then you move on to the next area, and it's just very fast, very, you're all running, doing all this stuff.
One hit, you're dead.
Yeah, you just it's basically just like you're in a room, there's a puzzle of how to figure out how to kill these guys in the best way, in the quickest way possible, and you do that without getting shot, and then you do that and you move on to the next level. Like I said, Super Meat Boy, a very accurate comparison, except in a first person manner with a sword. Think of that. It's fun. I like the gameplay quite a bit. I gotta get into it a bit more. There's a grappling hook. I really love that. You guys know I like wall running, so anything with wall running, I'm in. But yeah, I ain't got too much else to say.
The game feels great to play. Are you excited for the sequel?
There's a 2, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they announced a sequel. Yeah,
did they? I forgot about that. It's
supposed to be coming. I thought that it was supposed to come out this year, but it might be coming out next year.
I got to get through the first one to know how excited I'll be with this. It's hard. It's a hard fucking game.
Well, you die in one hit.
Yeah, you die in one hit. The bullets hit you very easily. There's kind of a slow down time power with L1.
It's honestly my biggest problem with the game is that I felt like some of these people shouldn't hit me.
Yeah, no, you'll be wall running, and then you'll jump towards someone, and then you kind of you use the slow down time to slow down in the air to dodge a bullet or two, or however many are coming at you, and then a lot of times you'll just like slightly slide left, then your slow down time power will run out, and then you just get shot anyways. I've noticed, so that is kind of annoying. But I do like the game. Great gameplay. Hopefully, I play more for next week, but we'll see. I'm very excited for Far Cry. I'm really in the mood for Far Cry. I'm really in the mood to just run around
blow stuff up.
Yeah, kill people and listen to fucking Gus tell me shit. I don't know what he's doing.
That's the most exciting part of the game for me. Is Gus. Like, I'd like to just. I don't know. I feel like I should give it a try. Like, I
want to be intimidated by him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Gus.
I want him to scare me.
But I just feel like they show his best bits. I'm not trying to give the what's his name?
Giancarlo Esposito.
That's it. Like, I don't want to say, oh, they've only showed his best bits, and then the rest of his performance won't be great. But I feel
I don't know. Maybe they've learned. Have him throughout the whole game. A lot of different cutscenes. I mean,
I just hope they haven't shown the best bits. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I probably will give it a go.
He's like a major vocal point of the game. Like, I know he's the main villain and all. Yeah, I know. I just hope it's not like he's only in a few scenes here and there, and then
just talking to you over the radio.
Yeah, something like that. I really hope he's like a huge. I want him to be the main character more than I want the main character. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's what I'm hoping for Far Cry. But yeah,
or maybe the son would be the focal point.
That's a good point. Forgot about that son. He's on the cover too. Make good points there. All right, cool. Daniel, you got a game for us?
I do. Do you have time to play?
Yeah, go for it. Who cares?
Okay, sure. No, I picked up a game for 20 questions. I didn't know if we had time. Let's go for it. I got the game all ready, and I'm ready to go.
Did this game come out? No. Let's mix it up. All right.
Oh, you're gonna mix it up? Okay. Wow.
Is this game
dangerous game here?
Published by Ubisoft?
Ooh. I actually didn't know who published it. Okay. No, it is not published by Ubisoft.
Okay, I'm out.
I don't know any other game. I only know Ubisoft published.
I don't know any other questions. Let's get back on track here. Did this game come out before the year 2000?
It did, yes.
You bastard.
Before?
No video games are supposed to come out before.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, games only came out after 2000.
Yeah, right. That's anything before that is irrelevant.
So wrong.
This game come out for the PlayStation 1.
Ooh, it did come out for the PlayStation 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You didn't say exclusive.
Did this game require a light gun?
Oh. I don't think there's any light gun stuff, but
fucking nailed it straight away.
I don't think this game requires
to the fucking board. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think this game requires light gun stuff.
Is this game like considered a classic, like a great game of all time type thing?
Oh, that's kind of two different questions.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Is this game? No, that's a bad idea. But that's
go with Connor. Go with Connor. Yeah, what do you want to ask?
I want to say is this game in like the top 10 Metacritic, but that's
don't do top 10.
That's a good question.
Does this game have a 90 and above on Metacritic?
Oh.
Anyway, so like while he looks for that, like
I don't
Lost, man,
know if I have that information.
Great video.
I'm gonna say no.
This isn't a video game.
I'm gonna say no. I don't have that information, but I'm gonna say no.
Why don't you tell us what it is, and I can search it up.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Oh, it's no.
Idiot, we almost got him.
Idiot. He's an idiot.
I mean, what was that? What was that on the PlayStation 1? Like, so around the PlayStation 1 jam, we
Final
had
Fantasy 7, that's it.
Dreamcast, and we had N64.
Right there. There's that era.
Right. Okay. Is this game a driving game?
Driving.
No, it's a stupid question. Don't ask that stupid question. Is it though?
Is this? No, you said no. Is this a sports game?
No.
Let's think about is this game developed by
a JRPG?
No.
No
this
JRPG.
Game developed by. Okay, wait. First of all, is Capcom a publisher or developer?
Both.
Fuck you. Is this game published and developed by Capcom?
You can't ask both.
But if it's Capcom, they did both.
Did Capcom make this game?
No.
Okay. Did Square Enix make this game?
I think at the time they weren't Square Enix, but no, they did not.
There was Square.
Right. Square
That's 10.
So.
Yeah, I'm not sure when they came together, but it is not. That's 10 already.
Is this game a platformer?
Yeah, there's platforming elements. I think I would say there's platforming elements.
Is this game feature?
You didn't say it's exclusive to any console. I just want to let you know too.
Is this game feature a female protagonist?
No.
The 90s, no game featured a female.
Lara Croft,
Yeah.
Raider, you stupid bastard.
Lara Croft.
That's it.
One of the greatest video game protagonists of all time. What are you talking about?
And I
Joanna
believe,
Dark?
Yeah, no one cares about her.
Samus?
Point, no one cares about her.
Samus. Yeah.
No one knew that until like 85.
But no, I do think Tomb Raider was on the Sega Saturn. They had some stupid boxes.
90s game. All right.
PS1, not exclusive.
No, you never asked.
elements.
You never asked if it was exclusive. You asked if it was on the PlayStation 1.
Is this game
I just wanted to
exclusive
clarify.
PlayStation 1?
I think it is actually.
I hate him so.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
Okay.
All right.
96. Not
Are you trying to strangle me?
Yeah.
Why?
96.
I'm going to murder you for picking a game before the year 2000.
96.
Oh.
Right.
It's not fair. There shouldn't have been games
No.
before then. It doesn't.
There shouldn't have been
fair.
games before I was born.
It's not fair. There shouldn't have been.
It's not a JRPG, so that takes away all the Final Fantasies.
No,
It's not a platformer, so that takes
it's not.
away.
It's not developed by Capcom.
takes-
No,
away-
he said it is a platformer.
I said there's platforming in the game.
Elements.
So it's not like a hardcore 3D It's not Crash.
It's not Croc.
Who the fuck is Croc?
Oh my god, you don't know what Croc is? Let me
No.
find Croc.
Probably some lame PS1.
Oh my god! Honestly, it was
Stuffed animal now.
it was
where,
just
where
like
did that come
it was
from?
like Spyro, but honestly, Croc was Croc was dope, man.
What if he means Spyro? Oh,
He said
could
Croc
mean
is
Spyro.
No one knows that game.
Do you know
can
that game,
ask
though?
whatever you want to ask. No, I don't. I've never heard of it. Maybe if I've seen the cover.
I genuinely
I might.
thought it was bigger than I thought. I don't know.
It might be one of those UK things.
No.
Do you play as an animal?
I mean,
Dragons are animals, Daniel.
I don't.
Don't try to give me that bullshit.
You're asking me.
Dragons are an animal.
You're asking me. I'm gonna say you don't play as an animal.
I hate
play as
you.
a
I hate you
reptile.
so much.
You play as a reptile.
Is it? I mean,
reptiles are fucking animals.
I mean, I'm not gonna say. I don't even think that they're considered
I mean,
reptiles.
who am I to judge what a dragon is? You know, I don't know. Do you play as a dragon?
Yes.
I hate
Oh my
you.
fucking god, Daniel!
Which one is it
I
though?
can't stand you sometimes.
Which one is it?
Oh,
Which
man.
one is
So
it?
how many is
I
there?
don't fucking
Is there
know. Is this a
three?
sequel?
Hold on.
Well, hang on. We got four questions to burn here, bud.
Question,
Yeah, is this a sequel?
No.
Okay,
Right,
great.
listen,
well,
so
it's Spyro the Dragon. I already got it.
It is Spyro the Dragon. It is.
Okay, cool.
It was developed by Insomniac, published by Sony Computer Entertainment at the time. It is released.
Insomniac made Spyro?
Mm-hmm, it was released September 9th, 1998 on the PlayStation. And then October for the EU.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it was an Insomniac. Isn't that something? I didn't know. I didn't remember that this was Insomniac until I was.
I always get it confused because Insomniac and Sucker Punch. One of them made Sly. One of them made Spyro. I always get them confused.
Mm-hmm.
I always think Insomniac made Sly, and then Sucker Punch made Spyro, but it's the other way around.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't consider it an I'm with you with like if it was a reptile. Like this is a mythological. Like dragons are mythological things. Like they're not like you know what I mean. No, I wouldn't consider
it's an animal. He has a tail.
God, I've wrapped this fucking shield, man. I ain't arguing with this twat over a fucking dragon.
He has a tail.
Right, first of all, let's set this up. This is Croc.
All right, I want to see this picture. I might know from the picture. I've definitely seen this cover before.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Look at a little fuzzball.
Looks like a teenager.
I can see me. I saw me in the thing.
This might be our rarest game.
What was that?
Heart of Darkness.
Heart of Darkness. Is that a Kingdom Hearts spinoff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what's in Sora's heart.
This was an impulse buy.
Really is.
Over, I think.
What is that?
Beyblade.
What is that? Beyblade.
Probably the worst PS1 game ever.
Oh, those are those stupid fucking things. They made a game off that. Oh, fuck that.
Oh, that was a big property for a while. Sadly,
the best 007 game. Never talked about.
You know which one I played a good amount on my cousin's GameCube was the Nightfire.
Nightfire, yeah.
Nightfire was fun.
And then this bad boy.
Nice.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Well, you got more?
This is quite a rare one.
Ooh.
Come on.
That's a late PS1 game.
£22 I paid for that.
That's a late PS1 game.
Mm-hmm.
PS2 was out in 2000.
And then shout out to Bugs Life.
Yeah.
Bugs Life.
Yeah, sorry, Visionary people.
Great
I'll have to
movie.
cut this bit out probably. And then Warzone, WWF Warzone. And
Warzone.
I got a couple of more.
You playing Call of Duty on your PS1 in the 90s?
Yeah, man, yeah.
100 of your favorite WWE players drop on an island.
Where are we dropping Stone Cold?
Triple H has got the chair. He's throwing them in the beach.
Right, wrap this shit up, man. Come on.
All right, guys, we gotta go. Thank you so much for watching Nerdic Podcast. That was episode 86. Yeah, bye everybody. Thank you for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Please subscribe. Okay, thanks.
Tell your grandma.
Tell your grandma.
Oh yeah, forgot about that again.
I did.